Hey, how you doing? It's been a minute, man. I'm your host, Teron Jackson. Lights, camera, action. I'm back, man. Tonight I got a special guest coming on out of Oklahoma City, by the name of Orion Draco or Draco Orion. And I want to give him a little moment before I bring him on here. But I want you guys to know, thank y'all for supporting us. Thank you guys for also tuning in and letting us know that you love what we're doing. So we're gonna continue to keep up the good work, man, and keep coming with what we're coming with. Hopefully, I can get a studio location soon. That's the goal, man. So right now I'm bringing up Draco Orion. He should be on here in a few minutes. So also we taking donations, man. Our cash app is from the bottom to the top 8 again. For all donations to the cause or the channel is from the bottom to the top 8. Thank you very much. Give me a second so we bring on Mr. Draco Orion. Man, now this is new to me. Gotta figure this out. First time for everything. There you go. All right.
What's poppin'?
Hey, what's good, my brother? How you doing?
Man, can I flip this thing sideways? Hold on. Yeah, there we go. What's going on, bro?
Man, coolin', man. Cool. It's good to have you, man. It's a pleasure, man.
Yeah, it
How's
is
your day
dope, bro.
going?
It's dope as fuck, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate that, brother. I stepped out in faith on this, man, actually, man, and want to see where it's going to take me to. I used to be a rap artist, by the way, as well.
Yeah, hell yeah. How
Yeah,
long ago was that?
man, that was like 2013, 2014. I still deal with the devil, but this is what I want to do right now. I love meeting new people and love to shed light on new talent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
That's
that's what I
noble.
want.
That's noble as fuck, bro.
Yeah,
I feel like we don't have enough people who like to shine the light on other guys. Like I got a guy that I work with here at Grind Block. Like, hold on, I don't know if you can see this.
yeah.
Grind Block right there. This the label that I work with, bro. We got an artist
Okay.
here. He's 15 because I'm the main engineer. I'm in here doing engineering work for somebody else right now. But
Yeah,
we got a 15-year-old bro, and he's so talented, bro. I'm getting chills thinking about him right now. He's so
yeah, yeah.
talented, and I'm always trying to hype him up and put him in front of people because that's what I want to do, bro. It's beautiful.
So that's good, because you get to refine him, and polish him up for when he's ready.
Exactly, bro. And I think in a lot of ways he's ready now, but I definitely know what you're saying. I'm trying to keep him. My biggest thing is I want to keep him confident and motivated. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
I'm actually a part of the Slay and Chill Network, man. I'm one of the new podcast members, man.
Stop playing. You
Yeah,
talking about you and Archer?
yeah, I fuck,
Is
yeah, I
is
fuck
he
with
who put you on to me?
yeah.
I'm crying, bro. I'm so dead, bro. Yeah, that's my man, bro. I love Archer, bro.
Yeah, man, I seen your song. I was like, man, that's a bad that clip I seen. I don't know what it's called, but that's a live joint. I like that joint, man.
Thank you,
And I
bro.
related to what you were saying in the music because it kind of was something that I was going through. And I
Yeah,
said, I gotta get this young fella, man, and bring him out and let the world see who he is, man.
that's dope as fuck. I like that, bro. That's cool as fuck.
So look, can you tell me about your background, man, your journey with music? How you got started?
It's a beautiful story too. It's like I love this story. So um I was young and I grew up real poor. I grew up in trailers. I was just jumping. I was couch hopping a lot as a kid.
Yeah.
I got adopted at 15, but before I got adopted, it was real rough. I was couch hopping. We couldn't keep the lights on. You know, there was a lot of nights where the lights weren't on in the house. We didn't have
Mm,
water. The water would get shut off by the city. So it was real hard. So what I would do is I would go out and couch hop with some of my friends from school.
yeah.
And I had a friend from school and he had a piano in his house. And, and I didn't have no phone or nothing. I didn't, we were poor. I didn't have none of that. So I would just play the piano. I'd teach myself, little chords
Mm,
and what sounded right. I didn't have anybody teaching me, but I would just play with the keys until I found something that felt right. And then
yeah.
I would just teach myself and teach myself. And then he got a guitar not too long after that. So me and him started playing his guitar together. And I started teaching myself that. While he was taking lessons, he would go take his lessons. And then he would come back to me and he would show me what he learned in his lesson. And then I would
Mm,
learn through him. And then eventually I got into the band at school and I started playing the drums at school.
Yeah.
And that was beautiful. I got to play jazz drums for 4 years at a state level. I got to play in some of the best high school bands in the
Uh,
state, just playing jazz drums. I'm kind of cold with jazz drums. I'm
yeah,
not even
yeah,
gonna
it's
lie,
cool,
bro.
man. It's cool.
Yeah, that's how I got my start. And I was about 12 when I first started playing the keys. Because it was a means of expression for me because I didn't have anything, and I was going through a lot. So it was just a way for me to it was a way for me to let out all the pain I was feeling.
Yeah, yeah, I get it, man. You know what? I can relate, man. Coming up, bro, I really didn't have no mentors, so I had to be my own. Like, that's like one of the hardest as a youth, and I don't think people understand when you know you got this talent, but you don't know how to utilize or use it. So you got to figure out and try to do it on your own. See what
Yeah,
I'm saying? When I played, I've been playing football. Anything I ever did, man, I never had somebody cheering me on like go, go, go. So now I'm in this point here where I just know now I'm all I got. So I want to salute you first of all for that. I know I'm all I got. You know what I mean?
yeah,
That's deep, bro. I respect that. Self learning is one of the best things in the world when you can learn something on your own, man.
yeah. And it sounds like you definitely know about that shit because I didn't have nobody cheer me on. I remember I would learn the instruments over there, and his mom would come over and she would film me and him learning together. But
Mm-hmm.
he was used to it. He was used to having like my mom was a drug addict, so my mom wasn't ever she didn't
Mm-hmm.
care about that shit. So whenever she would film him, he would go, Mom, stop, you're embarrassing me." But when she would film me, it was the greatest thing in the world to me. Like I was like, yeah, like somebody's proud of me. Somebody like wants to
Yeah.
see me doing
And,
well. And it used to warm me so much, bro. And like it was
and
cool to
that's
see the difference between the two of us because he had that his whole life and I never had it. And he didn't respect it, and I respected it more than anything.
it means a lot. It means a lot to the man. Look, bro. I man, I don't know where this interview going. It's powerful that you said that because I remember that, man. You see what I'm saying? And I love my dad. I didn't always have my dad at home, but because my mom was split. But you want that love from your parent. You know what I mean? So I can relate to that. And I remember when I was doing my music, when I was doing my playing ball, all I wanted was that, hey, we believe in you.
Yeah.
But that's where the journey came in, having to believe in myself. See what I'm saying? I already knew it. I understand now as a spiritual person. I understand that when God puts a light on you, people will try to dim your light, man, because they don't want you to reach your greatness. It's not really them. It's because they see what's in you. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what I've been through as far as my journey. I can tell you the truth on that. A lot of people see I have this light on me. I used to say I don't want this shit, but at the same time I do want it because I do want to inspire people, uplift people, and encourage people to be the best version of themselves.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it, man. Yeah, I like you. You're a good cat, man.
Yeah,
So
likewise.
how was growing up in Oklahoma City besides the hardships?
I'm not from the city area. I grew
Yeah,
up near, you know where Muskogee is?
yeah, I know Muskogee is.
Yeah, I grew up out there. I grew up out there near Muskogee. I grew up in a town called Wagner, like just west of Muskogee.
Okay.
And it was an interesting time. It was a real interesting place. I liked it, but it was such a small town that
Mm-hmm.
it was a real small town, and that's what I didn't like because everybody knew everybody and shit got around quick and
Man, trust me, I know.
yeah,
We got a lot in common. I live in Houston, man. Houston, my second home, but I'm originally from Anchorage. See what I'm saying? I moved to Houston when I was like in my teenage years.
yeah,
But I know growing up in Anchorage, man, of Brazoria County, I'm gonna call it B County. They got a lot of hot talent. Man, we gotta get you plugged in. I gotta get you with some of these rappers, y'all, and bridge some gaps. Cause I got some cold partners, young guys that's cold, man. Y'all could do some collabs or something. But what I want to say is, growing up, man, yeah, it's like a crab in a bucket mentality. Everybody's trying to bring it's any small town. And it's sad that it's like that, man. It's sad that it's like that, man.
it definitely is too. I noticed that because I was crazy talented. I was crazy talented. I still am, but I was real talented, and other kids hated on me. They would just hate on me like a
Yep.
motherfucker for no reason because I was driven. And another thing that I think they hated was that I was dirt poor. I was a dirt poor kid, like doing just in the streets. And they saw me coming from this, and I'm still doing better than them when it comes to my own drive, my personal drive, and my self belief and my
Mm-hmm.
spirituality. And I feel like that's what they hated. They hated it no matter how much. Like me, I had to work with the straps I was given. It
Yeah,
didn't matter how many more straps they had than me. I was gonna outwork them every time, and I was gonna shine more than them every
yeah,
time. And that's what they really hated. And for me, it's a game of love. I'm not trying to compete with anybody because I know what
yeah,
God has appointed for me is waiting for me.
yeah.
So I'm
You
not
moving,
competing with nobody.
yeah, you
But
moving
they
there.
didn't get that. And a lot of people don't get that. And a lot of people are trying to compete as if what's waiting for them isn't, it can't be taken. It can't be
Mm-hmm.
taken back.
That's
What is
right.
it? God says that in Romans. He said, the gifts that I have given you are irrevocable. I can't
Mm.
take, nobody can take those from you.
That's right, bro.
And so many people don't get it. And like, that's why they hate. That's really why they hate.
You get this young man on here from the bottom to the top. We got Mr. Draco preaching. He telling y'all some realness right here. True,
Yeah.
true, true. What's your creative process, little brother? What's your process when you do your music?
It's a number of things. So I drive a lot. I moved to Edmond in January, so I got to drive 40 minutes to work in Norman. Then I got to drive 40 minutes back home after work. Then I got to drive 30 minutes to the studio and then 30 minutes back home. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
on the road a lot every day. So what I'll do, what I found is more of my creative process is, I'll play a beat in the car and I'll just start singing or freestyling or whatever. And if I find that thing, I'll
Yeah,
remember it and just say it over and over again until I get to the studio. And then I'll just start laying it on the mic. Or if I have a free day where I can come in here and I get like 12 hours in here, oh, I just fuck around. I have fun. Like
mm.
I play as much as I can. Cause I feel like once you try to put a like a timestamp or like a some sort of constraint on the art, it's no
Yeah,
longer art. So I like to just have fun. I like to come in here. If something wakes me up, like if I play an instrumental and it wakes me up, I'm chasing it. But if
yeah,
it's not waking
love
me
it.
up, I'm not gonna try to put the pen to paper. But once it wakes
Yeah.
me up, I'm chasing it. And that's really all it is. That's
Oh
how
man,
my shit works.
you awesome, bro. I got a cousin, man. I wish I could do something together named Mac D. He had a Angus guy. This boy sounds he could do country, rap. Young fella, Cole. He ain't really he a little bit up under me, but what I'm saying is he got the talent, man. And I would love to wish I could see how I could bridge the gap to bring y'all two together and do a collab. That would be nice.
Yeah, I would love that, bro. I would love that, bro. Yeah.
You ever travel down to Houston or you got family?
Nah, I went to Galveston one time for whenever I got out of high school, me and my girl, we funded a trip together. Me and her both took
Oh,
a trip
okay.
down to Galveston, got an Airbnb and got to kick it out there. But I ain't never spent no time in Texas, no.
Okay. I've been to the city, man. I've been to OKC a couple of times. Yeah, I used to be a wind turbine technician, so I mean I kind of like it up there. Actually, I got some partners out there besides Archer. Um, who were some of your influences as a youth?
I love this question. Bro, Michael Jackson was the biggest one as a kid. So look, bro, I had this whenever I was real young before it got real bad and my mom got under her addiction, we had this little MP3 player that she had got me,
Yeah,
like a real small MP3 player. And she had her like little computer, we had the house computer, and she had a bunch of songs on her thing and she loaded them up. She would play them and whatever one I heard that I liked, I would say, "Mama, put that on the MP3." So
yeah,
I had shit from I had Kanye West, Justin Timberlake, I had some of Timbaland's production. I had there was Bone Thugs on my MP3. I had Michael Jackson. I had Slipknot. I had like Nirvana, like a whole bunch of shit. So really, whenever I was a kid, it was big time. It was Michael Jackson. It was Nirvana. It was really Kurt Cobain, and those are like my two biggest, like the two
yeah.
biggest. But as I've gotten older, like from when I was like 18, I found Kendrick Lamar became my biggest rap influence, and Stevie Wonder. Oh my God, dude,
Yeah,
Stevie
Stevie
fucking
Live, man.
Wonder, bro.
I love this from Stevie Wonder. You right.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't. I had always known of Stevie, and I would always like listen
Yeah,
to his songs and stuff, but I never really deep dived an album of his. And I was in college, and I was talking to my professors, and I was like, if there was one album that changed your life when you were my age, what would it be, and what should I listen to? He said,
yeah.
go listen to Songs in the Key of Life by Stevie Wonder. I went and listened to it. Oh my God, dude. Like I'm
Oh
getting
man,
chills right
right.
now thinking about it. That album it's a masterpiece. In my personal opinion, even though Michael is my favorite and Michael is Michael, like
Yeah.
that's the man. I'm always trying to aim for Michael. But that is the best album I've ever heard in my life. It's the best album, in my opinion. It's the GOAT album. Songs in the Key of Life is a GOAT album.
Okay. You ever heard of Frankie Beverly and Maze?
Mm-mm.
Check him out, man. It's a live band.
Yeah,
He's a crooner. He's
who
like
is
a
it? I'm about to
yeah.
write it down.
Yeah, check him out, man. I love his music, man. It's like highway music, bro. Real good vibes.
Say it again. Who was it?
Frankie Beverly and Maze.
Frankie Beverly and Maze.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely check them out, bro. I'm gonna check them out after this, bro, because I'm trusting you. I feel good energy from you, so I'm trusting
Thank you,
you.
brother. Thank you, brother. What's your favorite part of performing live? Like when you get to be on stage?
It's a it's a different energy that comes out of me when I'm on stage. So I was in drama in middle school and high school. I've loved the arts my whole life, and
Mm-hmm.
I remember the first big performance I ever had was Grease. We did Grease in my 8th grade year, and there was a high schooler, and he was gonna be one of the leads, but he had a track meet, so he couldn't make it to the shows. So they were like, "Yo, we
Yeah.
need somebody." So they pulled me up, and I had 2 weeks to learn all the parts. I had 2 weeks to learn all the lines, all the cues, everything, and I studied my ass off for those 2 weeks, just busted my ass. When I was in class, I was reading the lines, memorizing, running through scenes in my head. At home, on the bus, didn't matter. And then when I first stepped out on that stage for the first night, it was opening night, and we had like 1,100 people in the audience. It was just a packed crowd.
Yeah.
The first scene that I had when I stepped out on the stage, I mean, my heart's jumping, like, because I had 2 weeks. I'm scared I'm gonna fuck up. My heart's jumping. I see the lights. I hear the people yelling, and my heart's jumping. My heart's jumping. The second I stepped on the stage and the lights hit me, it just washed.
Yeah.
It just washed away all of it, and it was like as soon as I stepped on the stage, it was automatic.
Yeah.
A spirit took me
Ah.
and guided me through it, just pulled me through all of it, and
Yeah.
I was just completely present. That's really what it was. I was completely
Yeah.
present. And
That's what's
since
up.
then, that's what I've noticed being performing. Every time I perform, that's the most present I ever am, is
Yeah.
when I'm performing. That's my favorite part.
Man, that sounds awesome right there. I know the feeling about that. I want to say it was me and my comrade who was doing the show back in the day. And I don't know, it was just this energy that came over me, boom. And I was just spitting like a Gatling gun. And when I started spitting, the whole crowd just boom. I still remember that moment like yesterday.
Yeah.
They was going to the door. As soon as I started, they like the light switch turned on. Everybody was coming back to the Pied Piper. Man. So before I let you go, what are some of your future goals? And what would you advise upcoming artists?
First of all, my future goals is man, freedom. Freedom is like my biggest one. Freedom from like financial freedom, spiritual freedom, um family, just freedom so I can go spend time with family, I can spend time with friends. But my biggest goal as an artist is, man, I want to pack out arenas in the next 2 or 3 years. I really do. That's my biggest like goal as a career artist, is I want to pack out arenas, but really most importantly is freedom. Um and then shit that I would give to young artists is uh they as a young artist, anybody who's aspiring and wants something for themselves, you have to realize one thing that I'm realizing now deeper than ever is, whenever most people come home from their 9 to 5, or most people come home from school, or most people come home from the shit they have to do, they get home, they watch TV, they get home, they smoke weed, and they fuck around, play video games. They get home, they're trying to find bitches, they're going to the club, they're partying, they're doing this, that, the third. If you really want this shit, you have to realize that's 99% of people. The only way you will separate yourself is the second you have free time, you go, you get to work immediately. If you don't know where to start, just start something. Like, it doesn't matter, because I had a big problem not that long ago, really, where I would overthink. I had like analysis paralysis. I was sitting here thinking like, oh fuck, what should I do first? How should I get it done? What should I do after that? But be present. Something that I think most everybody needs to know now is meditate, talk to God, get connected to source. And if you can learn how to be present, that'll remove most all of the problems anyway. Like, as soon as you get connected to source, all the other shit goes away, and you can see crystal clear what's real, and that removes all the bullshit. And then from there, just really work, like drive at it, like you have to, like there's a demon behind you, and if you sleep and you slack one day, he's getting you.
You
Like,
damn right.
you need to believe it.
Man, boy, you hit it on the nose with that. You know, I'm laughing because you're telling the truth.
Yeah.
You're telling the truth. If you're present, man, in every moment, you will get more accomplished. When I started on this here, I'm not gonna lie to you. I said about 30 days just thinking about how I'm gonna start this podcast. When all I had to do was just put the camera on me and start recording.
Yeah.
And then once I started recording, I started seeing other things. I started getting guests and I started figuring out how to do this. Like just now, I'm just figuring out how to put this background on behind me, brother.
Yeah.
So I'm learning as I go, but man, it was really a pleasure having you, and I would love to have you back on again, probably like maybe later in the season to see what's going on with Draco and see where you at. But that's all I got for you, and it was a pleasure having you on tonight, brother, and I really enjoyed your energy. Hey, man, keep kicking out them hits, too.
Yeah.
And you stay tapped in with me, man. Stay tapped in with me for real, love.
Yeah, for sure.
From the bottom, we'll be good.
And likewise, bro, you have a beautiful energy too, bro. And I really appreciate you pulling me on here. I wasn't expecting to get to encounter and exchange of energy with somebody like you, bro. I really wasn't. You know, most podcast dudes, they try to be entertaining and funny and goofy. No, you real, bro, and I fuck with that. I can feel it through the damn phone. I fuck with it. I would like to link up with you and meet you like real life, bro. Like
I'm gonna
you
be
got
in
a great
OKC
energy,
soon.
bro.
I gotta come see you, Archer, man. You know, I plan on paying a visit to Oklahoma City, so we're gonna get the link, man. Everything gonna happen in divine time, bro.
Exactly. Amen, bro.
Yeah.
For real. Yeah, fuck a
Right,
podcast. We had church. That's what this was.
You so right. You heard what he said. We had Trace. Well, I'm your host, Teron Jackson. Lights, camera, action. From the bottom to the top. We don't stop. And hey, if you want to, donate to the channel, it's from the bottom to the top 8. Again, the Cash App is from the bottom to the top 8. For peace. And I see y'all again. 1.